When you see someone see the work and you recognize that they see themselves, they have that moment with it, is huge. I knew I'd always be an artist, I'd always be a maker. It's always been one of the biggest parts of my life. My name is Gio Swaby. I am a Bahamian visual artist. I started working in textiles back in 2012, and my work is centered on Blackness and womanhood, and I consider my work to be a love letter to Black women. I learned to sew from my mom when I was really young. I never knew my life without being really wrapped up in this world of textiles and sewing, because it was my mom's life's work and something she was really passionate about. I consider my work and my practice to be a huge part of her legacy. My inspiration primarily comes from the people that I am depicting, Black women and girls. That's the core of my practice. That's what I think about when I'm creating my work and who I'm thinking about as my primary audience. And that's where I kind of began thinking about what does it mean to be a Black woman and to exist in this world. We do navigate this space of hypervisibility as well as having moments of being invisible, being unseen, or wanting to be unseen. And I want to, with each person, celebrate where they are at this moment. And perhaps in another portrait at a later time, I come back to it and we see this kind of growth and change. It's important to me to honor my history, my ancestry, my culture. Most of the women in these works are Bahamian women, and I use my practice to maintain and strengthen my connection to home. Part of that is shown in the color palette, which is so centered in Bahamian identity, and some of that is in the titling. For example, the title of the exhibition, Fresh Up. The way that you use the phrase is if you got really dressed up, you have a nice outfit on, your friends might be like, oh, you come to school fresh up today, you look really good. And I love that, celebration between friends, that connection. I'm a big collector. I work with all textiles, so fabric and thread. My work starts with this first process of photography, conversation. It's about them and about their lives. So our interactions are how I choose the fabrics that I'll use, even the posture when I'm photographing. It's just me and them. We're just there figuring it out together. And I'm move how you feel comfortable, how you want to, because I want to capture them in a posture that feels like them. I have thought a lot about a quote that I read by Toni Morrison. She says something along the lines of, I wrote the book that I wanted to read. And to me, I'm making the art that I wanted to see. When other Black women see my work, I hope that they can see reflections of themselves. I hope that they see this portrait that is really full, that's nuanced, that's not flattened, that's not empty. I hope that they can see that it was created with utmost care, and there's this representation made with such reverence and love.